Hello, dear friends. I lost strength for the past 4 days, and I believe I'm not the only one. But I'm recovering now, thanks God. That's why you noticed my voice wake. Opinion piece. Window of opportunity. 2 dark nodes. Ascension Portal. Interview with Cobra. Disappearance of the Lurker. Let's start. A window of opportunity for the beginning of the physical operations of the forces of light on the surface of the planet begins with Pluto trine Sedna and Uranus sextile Neptune, both on August 28th, and ends on November 20th. Also with Uranus sextile Neptune, according to Cobra. The moment the Ascension Portal opens on August 21st, a time door will be created with infinitive timelines, with infinitive possibilities filtering through the 1221 point of no time. The forces of light must begin taking physical action within this window of opportunity. Otherwise, a great opportunity would be lost, and we would begin to shift toward a less optimal timeline. The White Hats must initiate arrests to prevent a French Revolution-style massacre in the West. A very reliable source has reported that they will indeed begin taking action within that time frame, but I'll believe it when I see it. The Lurker is being eliminated, and his power is rapidly diminishing. Lately, he has been focusing on energy sniper attacks against key light missioners, to the exclusion of all else, as it doesn't have much power left. When the Lurker is go, this will subquantum unlock the quarantined Earth, with the only remaining quarantine factors being the Cabal surveillance, scalar, and harp technologies. With the Lurker go, this planetary liberation operation will shift from a multidimensional one to a much simpler and linear one. As soon as the forces of light can counter the critical mass of the Cabal's dark technologies, weapons and actions, the event operations can begin. The consciousness of the surface population is not a decisive factor in the timing of the event. Serious pulse. Energy for the Ascension Portal is already building. The serious pulse is early July. In early July was much stronger than expected, and the massive influx of energy even triggered a small polar shift. Surprisingly, the serious pulse of July 7th triggered an unexpected event as part of the multidimensional key to the new Earth, already being transmitted from the Absolute. This will considerably facilitate future plans for planetary liberation. Also, shortly after July 7th, the energy of the Sirius star system dramatically increased by 700% until it stabilized at a more manageable level of 250%. The Sirians are now participating much more directly in planetary liberation, with their fleet of motherships strategically positioned within the solar system and around death. The Pleiadians and other star races have begun to create an emerald grid throughout the solar system, and later also within the Agarthan grid. This grid will help channel the enormous energy of the Ascension Portal. This grid will be completed on August 9th as the time of the trine between Pluto and the M87 galaxy. 2 notes. The black nobility families control the surface of the planet through 2 major dark nodes. The Zionists node manages the global political right and is rooted in Israel, and through Epstein and similar operations, controls politicians and keeps the war machine running. The communist dark node is rooted in China, controls the so-called progressive mind, programming operations, and directs the flow of illegal immigration. The communist node manages the political left worldwide. The majority of the surface population tends to gravitate toward one of the 2 nodes, depending on their psychological makeup, and learns to hate the opposing node. Therefore, most of the population becomes trapped in senseless ideological conflicts. It's very likely that this entire structure will begin to crumble through the exposure of Epstein's blackmail operation. This could be the entry point for the physical operations of the light forces to begin. Since the Archon invasion in 1996, massive darkness and anomalies have penetrated the Earth. After 1996, people partially lost connection with their souls. This is one of the reasons for the decline of our society, and it has led to widespread imbalance and chaos. Tachyon energy. The tachyon is the first particle created at the time of the Big Bang. It's directly connected to Source. It's the most powerful force to harmonize everything that exists. The dark forces have blocked the tachyons arrived at Earth through the ionosphere, and HARP technology blocks the arrival of tachyons. Humans need tachyons to feel good. Breaking news. Thailand responds to Trump's call to end the conflict with Cambodia. The Mad Max scenario is closer than ever, according to Mike Adams. From Epstein to exponential debt, signs of a crumbling system, according to Chris McIntosh. Putin releases 1,400-page dossier. Obama fabricated Russiagate to bury Pizzagate. Klaus Schwab accused of embezzlement and inappropriate behavior after more than 50 years at the helm of the Davos Forum. Musk ordered Starlink to be shut down amid the failed Ukrainian counter-offensive. They sleep side to side. Kiev officials speak of an unusual relationship between Zelensky and his advisor. The US claims that Mexican cartels are laundering $44 billion annually. Mexico and Brazil show interest in strengthening their economic ties. According to Colonel Douglas MacGregor, Trump is not in charge and is not the same man. He suggests that Trump is receiving arguments from his advisors and accused him of being a megalomaniac, acting out of personal ego rather than strategy. According to the speaker, Trump mistakenly believes that his personality and past relationships with Putin could influence Russia's decisions, but this is more complicated. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.